Hey everyone, this is Greg with Crossing Jordan, and I'm making a really exciting video today on these patriotic American crosses. I have this hanging on my front door. Listen, I had a major battle last year in 2020 with cancer. I had metastatic melanoma. I had a tumor about the size of an egg underneath my right arm. So I started cancer treatments on January 8th. After 3 treatments, I almost went into liver failure because my body couldn't handle the drugs that they were giving me. So I was really in a crisis. So March 25th, I was in my bedroom. It was around 10:30 at night, and I was praying to the Lord, and I had a real close encounter with Psalm 91 because my wife found this 3.5-hour loop that was written by a group out of Oregon, and basically all the scriptures from Genesis all the way to Revelation, they had them all on this long loop with some nice calm music in the background. So I would listen to this all the time. I would listen to it at work. I would lay on my couch and I would listen to it. So long story short, I had a real dramatic prayer encounter on March 25th, and I was really plugged into Psalm 91. I have it printed out here. You can look at it on the internet, or you probably can just pull it up from your Bible. But what I found real strong about it is where it ends. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. That's God talking. With long life that he would satisfy me. It also talks in there about not being affected by things like these contaminants that are going on, all this crisis that we're facing with this virus. I felt like God was telling me, I'm there for you. I'm watching out for you. Psalm 91 says, no pestilence that walks in darkness, nor for the destruction that wastes at noonday will be able to affect you. It also says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. So I got really connected to Psalm 91, and this event on March 25th was really, really significant. And then what I really found interesting after reading Psalm 91 was that Moses was the one that wrote Psalm 91. And this was before Passover, which was in April. I believe it was April 7th of 2020 last year. So I thought, man, there's something really significant with Psalm 91, especially after I read it and knew that Moses was the one that wrote Psalm 91. So then I got into the Bible and I started looking up Exodus and where this all came from. And in Exodus chapter 12, verse 5, it says, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats, and you shall keep it unto the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the 2 side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Not one person who did that, who killed a lamb and went to their door and put blood over the top and blood over the sides, died. They were totally supernaturally protected, and that's one of the reasons why Moses wrote Psalm 91 and the significance of Psalm 91. So how does this all apply to this? That deal of taking blood and putting it over the top and on the sides of the doors is almost identical to a cross. So after that, I'm like, man, that would be amazing if we could find some kind of patriotic cross that would be really, really enthusiastic and helpful, that would be a benefit to all these people. And so I started looking around on the internet, and I found this company that makes these crosses. They're up in Michigan, and they're all retired ex-military guys. They're homemade up there in a plant, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So I got these, and I put them on my door because I believe they offer supernatural protection, just like Psalm 91 talks about. It's symbolic, but there's a representative that came from that cross named Jesus Christ, and he died with his hands, and there was a crown on his head, the crown of thorns that they had on his head. So he was filled with blood from his head and his sides, which is almost identical to what Moses talked about. And Jesus died on the Passover, so he was the Passover lamb. And so that cross is really important. It's great to have on your door for any situation. You should probably have it on your door 24/7, 365 days of the year. So anyway, that's what I'm making this for. If you want to order these things, that's what I wanted to tell people, why they're significant and why you should get one. My website is crossingjordan.com.